Hey everybody, welcome to Vacuum Wars, and to my review of one of the newest robot vacuums to come with an auto-empty bin system, the Neabot Nomo. It's a LiDAR or laser-based navigation robot with some top-of-the-line app and navigation features at a really reasonable price. I put it through all of our usual tests this week, as well as some new ones, to see if it's worth taking a chance on a newer, pretty much unknown brand. So, links in the description to everything I'll mention, and let's get started. Starting off with the pros, I really liked its navigation and its accuracy in general. It mapped the studio on the first try and got near 100% coverage on both the big and small room tests with very good times, and with what seemed to be excellent path choices. Basically, it felt uncommonly efficient, which usually means that the navigational algorithm was well written. It has most of the app features that I consider important for a premium robot vacuum to have, most notably no-go lines, where you put lines and boxes on the map in the app around the areas that you don't want the robot to go. And the accuracy of that particular feature was really good, well above average with precisely avoiding its various no-go areas. It has features like room select, where you can tell it to clean just one room and not another. You can also set up zones for double pass cleaning, like heavy traffic areas. It has advanced scheduling features. You can set the power levels, and it even comes with a standard remote control, which is something I haven't seen in a while but appreciate. Basically, the app and all the navigation related features were well designed, functional, and fairly intuitive. Another big pro is the auto-empty bin system, where when the robot finishes its job, it automatically returns to the base and a motor in the base sucks the dirt from the bin, making the whole vacuuming process very automated. It uses a bagged system. Neabot says the bags will need to be replaced every 2 to 4 weeks. I tested the auto-empty bin system with various types of debris, including full bins of pet hair, and it was able to empty it out cleanly. Though after reading some reviews, I found that some people complained that it did not auto-empty the first time they ran it, because the bin was so full, which is something I have found with other auto-empty bins as well. Basically, if you have a lot of hair on your floors, like if you have multiple pets, you'll probably have to use the schedule feature in the app to vacuum more often. Like at my house where I have 2 cats, I have to run robot vacuums at least 3 times a week in order to have them empty their auto-empty bins without clogs. Otherwise, it just gets too full. Someday I'm going to run a test on all my auto-empty bin robots to see which are better and worse at this, but as far as I can tell, the Neabot auto-empty bin system was as good or better at this than any other, and it passed the few initial tests I put it through. Its pickup ability on hard floors and carpet was mostly a pro. It picked up debris from fine to extra large with no problems or clogs. Its 2 side brushes and general mechanics worked well together. I will eventually nitpick its ability to clean deep down debris and carpets, but it did just fine with things on the surface, including a new test I've been running, which is embedding pet hair on low pile carpet, where it seemed to do okay. Its noise level was pretty much average, about 60 on low, 70 on high. Its battery life was also about average, 2 hours on low power with a 5200 milliamp hour battery with recharge and resume, so battery life isn't all that important. It also did well with the new floor type tests, including the new 1-inch thick carpet test and the black carpet test. The final pro is a big one, the price. The Neabot Nomo is one of the cheapest auto-empty robot vacuums out there at the moment, and as far as I can tell, it's one of the better values, especially if you want one with LiDAR instead of V-SLAM. The robot seems well built and the software seems well thought out, but before you decide if this one is right for you, let's move on to the cons. I'm going to give its power a con, even though technically it was pretty good by the numbers. I measured its airflow at 8 CFM on low power, 11 CFM on its medium power, and 18 CFM on high, which is about where I'd put the best-selling Roborox. Better than most, certainly above average, but not amazing or anything. But in the various tests where I try to measure its deep cleaning ability in the real world, like the carpet deep clean test and the crevice pickup test, as well as a few anecdotal tests in the pickup section, I felt like it was below average in terms of deep cleaning and carpet cleaning in general, which was reflected in the 64 it got in several attempts on the carpet deep clean test. Not the worst score I've seen, but not great either. Another con was the hair tangles, and the human hair test, it averaged about half of the hair being caught in the rollers for the 1 gram of 5-inch hair, and a little more with the 1 gram of 7-inch hair. Don't get me wrong, cheaper robot vacuums do worse than this, but premium robots have been doing better. Basically, you should make it a point to keep the brush free of hair, which should be a part of your regular maintenance either way. The final con is the new company factor. Neabot is a new player, it doesn't have a proven track record, so I would recommend checking reviews to see if they are consistently keeping up with firmware updates, have decent customer service and parts availability, which so far as I can tell right now from just reading reviews, they seem to be doing well, but time will tell. The bottom line for me is I think its three main pros, the price, its great navigation and mapping, and its above average auto empty bin design, will outweigh its three main cons, which is the subpar deep cleaning, the hair tangling issue, and it being an unproven company, especially if you have mostly hard floors in your home, which I think this would be best for. I'll be sure to take a closer look when I put together a best auto empty bin robot vacuum video in a few weeks. Links in the description, and be sure to subscribe to Vacuum Wars before you leave. Also check the links in the description to compare the Neabot's official specs to any other vacuum you want at our vacuum comparison engine website, vacuumwars.com. Thanks for watching.